It's round 18 of Elite Series Race Spec Tier 1, and as you can see, we are already into qualifying, and this is going to be a dry qualifying. I think there are some drivers already who are on their flying laps, and one of them is TP, so let's go right on board with him. He finishes the first sector on a 16.5, and then he will go to turn 6, the Ferradura, double apex corner, Laranjinha, and then turn 8, turn 9, turn 10, the trickiest part of the circuit, to be honest. And in the meantime, let's remember that there's a yellow flag, and it's the Red Bull of Ace, just lost it. Miku gets the first lap of the session on a 16.7, which is a quite good lap, to be honest, compared to Tier 2 pole position, which was 16.6, and now TP ends up in P2, just in front of Crossy. G4 Aaron with a 7.1. Swaggy's about to end this lap. Let's see what he can do on the McLaren. He's in P6 at the moment, of course. No one has scored a lap time apart from the top 4. And he's trying to stay as close as possible to the racing line, and he makes a 110.2. Maybe he is overfueled or something. Let's see the gaming wafer what he does. He's gonna end this lap right now. Goes a bit wide. Oh, locks up. Loses it on traction. He has lost a lot of time during this corner, during Junsao, and then Arquibancadas, and straight to the finish line. 7.4 for him, puts it into P5. And at the moment, some drivers are just hanging around in the pits. There's an Alfa Romeo coming to the pits. It's TP as well, comes back on the pits. There's Jamie here. Swaggy is updated. Oh, sorry guys, it's just 10 AM here, so my voice should be... As I feel like I'm still sleeping, so sorry for my voice if it's hurt somebody. Let's see, Jamie James, Euro driver. He races personally with me in Euro Tier 1. He's a good one, and he's now about to start his lap. Let's go on board with him and show the track how it is. So we go to the finish line and start finish line. Turn 1, the Senna assist, the famous Senna assist. It's a left-hander, then a sweep right-hander, and then you get on the traction for the Curva do Sol in turn 3. Open DRS, second DRS zone. Actually it's the first, because the second one is towards the end of the lap. Docida do Lago in turn 4, left-hander. You need to nail the exit because the straight is going to be really long towards Ferradura in turn 6. Turn 6 and turn 7, it's like one corner basically, it's a double apex corner. Then turn 8, and then on the left for turn 9, a long left-hander Pinheirinho. Turn 10, and then it's a really tricky one. He goes a bit wide, he touches the curbs. Then Merguglio, turn 11, and then we arrive at Junsao. Turn 12, the famous Junsao where Hamilton passed Glock already 12 years ago. And then we go to Arquibancadas, which is this corner. He wants to be really close to the walls to try and cover those track meters, and he gets into P5 for the McLaren driver, 17.2. And let's talk about strategy a bit, because these guys, I think they're gonna go for a one-stopper. One-stopper is always an option here. Two-stopper, you're gonna lose too much time in traffic. Actually, what the game suggests is to put Star on softs and then put some new hards on, which is good, but we'll see, I think, some drivers trying to gamble a bit more, stretching the sustain of softs, and then just putting some new mediums, which it works. It's actually a bit faster than the soft tire strategy, but if you just don't want to feel like a lot of tire wear towards the end of the race, then I think hards are a good decision. And in the meantime, we're watching Miku, who is actually finishing his second try already on new softs. So shout out to the 3 spectators. I don't know who you are, guys, but if you want to interact in the comments as well, just write in the top section, in the comment section, and I read the comments and answer to your questions. Hopefully I can answer to your questions. And TP, in the meantime, AlphaTauri in P1 with a 1.6.6. And he has made a whole purple lap, so basically Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3 are purple for him. Best Sector 1, best Sector 2, and best Sector 3. Aaron is now finishing his lap and is just 20 thousandths of a second slower than his first try. Let's see what he can do. And he puts it into P3 for a 1.6.747, and it's just 4 thousandths of a second separating him and Miku. Wow. Yeah, this track is really, as you can see, this track is really short. So gaps are gonna be really close. Drivers are gonna be really close to each other. I think new mediums are like 4 tenths, just 4 tenths slower than new softs. Sorry, guys. So I think this is gonna be really important. And as you can see, if the tire difference is just 4 tenths a lap, then you can imagine how the gaps will be really close. And in the meantime, there's Aaron. I think he's gonna go to the pits. Yes, he does. And let's see Ace, which is the only driver right now setting a fast lap, which is Sector 1 on a 16.5, which is quite good. He gets a purple in Sector 1. Let's see what he can do now, because I think in this race everyone can actually win it and actually get the pole position. TP was in a really good shape in the last 2 or 3 races, so it's just keeping that momentum up. And in the meantime, Ace is just coming round the Jules Sao, and he gets a 50.5 in total. Really good exit. Let's see what he can do on the main straight. Arquibancadas, and he goes straight for a, wow, this is a good lap. Oh, 1.6.8. He puts him to P4, and in the meantime there's Jimmy James, who just starts his lap. Then it will be Swaggy's turn, and then our championship leader, G-Force Crichton on a Mercedes. And he hasn't been like shining in the last few races, you know, just the hangover from winning the championship maybe. But anyway, it's all good, and he's in P11 at the moment. He's racing and he's having fun. That's the most important thing. Let's see what he can do at the moment. He just gets a 16.5 as well, which is a really good sector. Like a bit slower compared to Ace, but I think Zach should have some attempts in his pocket. Let's follow him through the narrow section of this track. He goes in third gear, stays in third, and then all the way up again. Oh, he stays in third gear again. Wow, he's really playing a lot with his clutch pedals. 50.7, he gets a purple in sector 2, locks up, but the exit is really good, so I think this is going to be a really good one. Let's see if he can match TP's lap time. I think he cannot. No, it's a 7.0, P7 at the moment for the Mercedes driver. In the meantime, there's 2 drivers, which are Pure Gold and Jompalainen, which are actually still in the pits. maybe waiting for the right moment, or maybe just keeping some new sets of softs for the race. Maybe they think there's gonna be a safety car or something. Only the future can tell us if they're gonna be right or not. And in the meantime, there's Walkboy, who wants to improve his lap time. He's in P3 at the moment, looking good. But I think Track Evolution will be quite strong here towards the end of the session. So I think we can see the standings just getting changed regularly, and he gets a purple in sector 2 as well. Well, sometimes this game is glitching in second sector, so let's see what really Wolfgang can do. And he's really close to his lap time. Oh, and he's just 20 thousandths of seconds lower. Yeah, differences are so tiny here. And let's see Aaron. Aaron is now without any ERS deployment, so I guess he's not on fast lap. Everybody's in the pits. Miku just goes out of the track and on the track. He said he was the first one to set a lap time, but actually it was a really good one. I mean, P2, just 1/10 away pole position. It's looking good for the Alfa Romeo driver at the moment. Let's see if there's someone else who is gonna start his lap. Aaron is coming back to the pits to put a new set of softs and try the last run. Pure Gold in the end comes out on mediums, and I think Swaggy as well needs to get a lap time because, I mean, maybe he hopes to start on P10 to put some new mediums on. Let's see. In the meantime, there's Miku who has just started his flying lap. Let's follow him. 16.4, which is good. Oh, he locks up a lot. Oh wow! Just skips it on the track in turn 5. Let's see what he can do. It's looking really good. Oh, he loses the rear, and he locks up. Oh, scrappy lap at the moment for him. Another perfect one, that's for sure. And oh, he locks up again. Yeah, he's pushing a lot. I mean, this is only 1/10 separating them, but this 1/10 is so hard to gain. So I can get what this means for him. Getting this pole position would be super nice, and let's see, after the G-Force domination it will be even good. Miku just goes straight to the pits. Maybe he wants to choose a new set of softs as well. He is going to be quite borderline, to be honest. It's just 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Nobody is actually on track apart from Jamie James and Pure Gold, who's ending his lap on mediums. Let's see what he can do. Let's remember, mediums are like 4 or 5 times slower compared to the softs, but I think it's even more on a 1 lap pace, considering the confidence you have on those tires. And Pure Gold puts it into P10 on a 1:7.4, which is a average lap. I think, yeah, it would be, I think, P6 if you wanted to start on softs. Puts it to P10. Let's see who's the first driver who's gonna start his last flying lap, and it's the gaming wafer on the Renault. Then it will be Walkboy's turn and TP as well. No, TP has just gone out of the pits. That one is Pure Gold. But let's follow the gaming wafer at the moment. He goes really tight. Oh, he's gonna get some traffic, I think, from the Williamses. But I think they have some margin. So I think the Williamses wanna. Okay, no, there's only one Williams. Yeah, sorry. I think actually Crossy and TP are really close to each other, so maybe TP can get a toe from him. Let's see what they can do, and in the meantime, Walkboy started his flying lap, and Jamie James as well. Let's follow Gaming Wafer. Let's see if he can improve his lap time. He's setting into P8 at the moment. Yes, he's down on his lap time by almost a tenth, and now he's gonna get a really good toe from Swaggy. Let's see if Swaggy wants to give it that. Yes, he does, because he's starting his flying lap. And Gaming Wafer puts up into P7, and he overtakes the G-Force Gran. Let's follow now Walkboy with him validated. Then there's Pure Gold, which is about to start its last lap of mediums. And then it's Jamie James who invalidated, Ace invalidated. Let's see Zach here. He's gonna be the next one to cross the line. Moves out of the way, the Red Bull, and let's see what he can do. He's not going that fast, I think, but he's still improving by 1/10.5, and 1/10.5 is actually a lot, because he can't be starting in P4. So let's see, Jamie James retires, and Zach gets a 1/6.9, so he just doesn't improve any position by just 4 thousandths of a second compared to Gaming Wafer. And now everyone gets in the line, and TP improves. What a time, 1/6.615, and he puts it into pole. Wow, there's a lot. He's getting a lot of momentum in the last few races. TP deserves a lot of credit. It was always, almost every race on the top 4. So good job, GG. And I think quali just finished, and it's gonna be a AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo first row of the grid. The Alphas take the first row, with TP on pole position, followed by Miglici on the Alfa Romeo, Walkboy in P3, Crossy in P4, Aaron P5, Ace in P6, James in P7, Wafer in P8, then P9 for G-Force Gran, P10 for Pure Gold, and P11 for Swaggy, who just maybe made some long run stints just to train, I guess. And on last place, Jon Palainen on Ferrari, who decided not to put a lap in. I think he's gonna start new mediums. But he was at 12, of course, on the back of the grid. And let's see what happens now with the race. I don't know if the weather is gonna be good or bad. Okay, we see some clouds. I'm trying to get some infos from the drivers. .36 laps round here, and let's see if TP can convert this pole position into a race win. I guess this is gonna be a long DRS train race here. because there are basically two main straights, which are quite long, to be honest. I really love this track, to be honest, because it's really fast and it's really there's a really big technical section actually in the second sector, and that's where I think TP got a slap the most, because you need to nail every single apex, every single corner around here. And I think it's raining. It is raining indeed. So our drivers are just starting on softs and doing the formation laps, seeing the first drops of rain coming. Is anybody gonna think about go to the pits straight away and put some inters if it is possible in this game? But I don't think so, unfortunately. So let's see if someone will pit at lap 1. There's no actually wet track at the moment, it's just some drops. But of course, oh, Walkboy spins. Walkboy will rejoin the track. Yes, he does. And wow, struggling a lot for grip. So this is a sign for the drivers, because of course these damp conditions are gonna get the racing even worse. And I get some infos from the drivers about the weather conditions. It is gonna rain indeed, as we are seeing, but then it's gonna dry up. So this is gonna be really key, like to understand where the crossover point is. And in the meantime, 4 lights, 5 lights, and they go with the good stuff from TP, but Miku doesn't get a really good run. Walkboy, but wait for Aaron. Aaron is on the outside, then he overtakes Crossy. He's in P4 at the moment. TP leads from Miku, leads from Walkboy, from Aaron, from Crossy and Jamie, and then P7 for GeForce Crichton. There's crap between Pure Gold Gaming Wafer, and he goes on the inside Gaming Wafer with softs. Pure Gold doesn't give up, and oh, they're still fighting side by side. But yeah, Gaming Wafer has the advantage of the tire, and he gets into P4. Let's follow the train now with Aaron. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Someone has spun round, and it's the Gaming Wafer. I think he lost it after overtaking actually Pure Gold. Don't know, to be honest. We're gonna ask him maybe after the race. And in the meantime, let's see. I think everyone is actually on softs apart from Pure Gold. He's the only one. And I think now the guys in P10, P11 and P12 need to overtake him as fast as they can, because otherwise they're gonna get stuck into his traffic and they're gonna lose some time to the other guys who are in the same strategy as them. So let's see what happens. The drivers are really close to each other, as you can see, and Crossy wants to show Aaron he's there and just fakes move, just to make a fake move around turn 4. And in the meantime, Walkboy is also really close to Migulizzi. I think from P7 on, it's all a DRS train here. And GeForce Crichton is sitting there in P7 at the end of this train, just watching and waiting for the right time to push. Because it's not worth it to push that much. Of course, the drivers are in top 2 or top 3 want to break this DRS rule, and TP has done it on Miku, and TP gets a blazing lap, 110.3, and it's even raining, and DRS is enabled at the moment. So let's see if Walkboy wants to make a move already on Miku, but doesn't seem like it. He doesn't use his ERS. No one is actually using his ERS. Jamie James is looking really good though, because he has a lot of ERS. Oh, and Crichton lost it. Oh my, that was really close. Sliding a lot. Oh, That was nice to see. No, for him, of course. Let's see now. Let's go with Walkboy, who wants to overtake Miku. Ace is all over Pure Gold at the moment. He really needs to overtake him as fast as he can, just not to get his strategy screwed up. Let's see what he can do. The DRS train is still going, so let's follow Ace on board with him. Sorry for the camera, it's not a really good onboard broadcasting camera, but still you can see how close he is, and he activates the overtake button. He opens the DRS. Let's see if Pure Gold wants to defend it. No, he doesn't. I think it's a wise move for him. It would just try to sit back Ace and just saving ERS and using DRS. Just using Ace's space to get to Swaggy and that DRS train. It's gonna be hard, to be honest, but for Pure Gold to catch up with them. But of course he's gonna gain a lot towards the end. Right now, of course, no one is actually gambling on interns, because everyone is looking quite comfortable. There's a yellow flag and Jamie James has lost it. Oh, I think he touched the curb. Yeah, that's that corner which goes downhill and then uphill. It's really tricky. So he loses it and he's in P12 at the moment. So another yellow flag in sector 2. He loses it again. Okay, let's go again on the TV cameras. Crossy is now actually losing a lot. And Crichton goes on the inside of Aaron. Oh, and they have a good momentum. Swaggy as well. Wow, what a move from Swaggy. He just overtook both of them who were scrapping each other. Let's see what he can do now, because Aaron is on the inside of Crichton. Oh, they go side by side. Wow, what a good camera to see that. Oh, Crichton just lifts up. And Johnny James just goes to the pits and gets a 5-second penalty for good measure. Yeah, shame for him. He goes on the inters. So yeah, nothing to lose for him. We're gonna see if he can really improve and gain some time for the cars in front or not. And yeah, Crossy needs to go defensive, but Swaggy has all his ERS. Oh, and Crossy loses it. Wow, yeah, the track is getting a bit tricky. Sorry guys. Oh, and Swaggy is all over him. Wow, I think Swaggy has a lot of understeer, and now Crossy has a lot of understeer, and they go both to the pits, Okay, so I think they got the signal. Oh, Swaggy, come on, no. He gets a 5-second penalty for spinning into the pit lane, and everybody is starting to go on inters, and DRS is actually disabled. So let's see Crichton now. He was fighting with Aaron before. Let's see what he can do. He goes on the inside and he has the racing line and he makes the move. He gets the move. Oh, the move done. Wow, he had the overtake hope. Wow, he had a moment. He had a really bad moment because he had his overtake on. So let's see now, because Miku is actually gaining a lot on Jompalainen. So I think TP is gonna lose some time actually, because Miku is really gaining a lot, and he's almost gained 1 second on Jompalainen. But let's see what TP does. TP will go straight to the pits and put some fresh rubber in this case. Oh, and he gets a 5-second penalty as well. Yeah, this is the worst pit lane, I guess. And yeah, Walkboy good. No, and Crichton as well. Oh, guys, no. Let's see where Miku ends up, because he's really fast, but I think he's in front. I think he's gonna be in front. Yes, he is! And Miku gets first place in front of GeForce TP, who just just missed the perfect moment to get into the pits. He lost like 5 or 6 seconds. And now GeForce Crichton is in P11 and GeForce Iron as well. But now with Gaming Wafer, they're fighting each other a lot. Let's see what they can do. Swaggy is all over Crossy again. I think he has some advantage of ERS. Yes, he has. He has like 50%. And in the meantime, there's a spinning Red Bull, and it's actually Aaron. I don't know what happened here. Ace and Jon Palainen are just way too slow. I think they just wanna avoid the pit stop just to see if it dries up quite early. Yeah, but you can see how he struggles on the exit. Oh wow. Yes, let's see the gaps from the leaders. Looking good for Miku. So in P1, TP's gaining some time. Let's see. But now, what he will have to do is overtaking without DRS on a wet condition. So let's see what he can do. And Swaggy is overtaken actually Crossy. So Swaggy is in the podium at the moment. And right now, I think Jamie James overtakes Jon Palainen on the pits. Yeah, Ace and Jon just didn't do the right strategy. They're now 24 seconds behind Miku. A full pit stop behind. It's only lap 8. So sit tight, guys, because this is gonna be a really long race. And TP is flying. TP is actually flying at the moment, and Crichton is all over gaming wafer as well. Crichton has a lot of VRS as well, but you know, it's not gonna be that easy because gaming wafer always wants to fight for his place. Let's see Crichton now. But let's see Crichton because it's gonna be really, really close. Oh, he gets into the slipstream. He goes into the inside in turn 1 on Synesis, and he gets the move done. P7 for GeForce Crichton. And okay, and now he needs to build this race. Let's see what he can do. And TP, let's watch him. Oh, sliding a lot. Wow. It's really, really close to Miku. It seems like he has more pace than him, but I actually don't know if he's just pushing a bit more than usual. And Sorry guys, I'm just having some technical issues. We'll be right back with the stream, unfortunately. Let's see. Because I think we're gonna have guests in our Okay, here we are. Sorry for the delay. We still have, yeah, Pure Gold is still in P6 actually. He started on mediums. Maybe he didn't think it wasn't raining, but now it's looking good. It's looking really good because Crichton just has 5-second penalty, and now he has his P6 secured for the moment. Let's see what TP can do, because I mean, I think it's gonna dry up at some point, with just heading towards the second third of this race. And in the meantime, there's a passing between two Red Bulls. Ace just gets the move done on Aaron. His car is glitching, so don't want to get an headache for that. Sorry, Aaron. Let's see what TP can do again, because you know it's starting to rain. Drivers can still see the racing line, which is good, but I don't know when it's gonna stop raining, to be honest. I got some infos from the drivers that it is indeed gonna stop raining, but we don't know yet when. And let's see what... The only battle I think at the moment is the one for P1, and after that the fight for P6 between Crichton and Pure Gold, but still far behind the championship driver. Let's see if the Mercedes guy can do something, but no, he can't. Miko is looking really good. He has 35% more in terms of ERS compared to TP, but TP showed some pace before on softs, so it's gonna be close between those two guys towards the end. Let's see if TP can save some ERS, and Gaming Wafer gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. He's sitting in P8, but yeah, Miko is really pushing a lot. I think it's one of the first races where I've seen this kind of pace from him. I just raced with him 5 or 6 times, but right now he's just gaining a lot. And in the meantime, I think there's a guest here, I guess.
Not yet, not yet. I'm still
Not in the session.
the lobby.
Okay. And yeah, sector 3, yellow flag. James says there's a safety car, and there's a safety car, which, oh, James just smashed it at Arquibancadas, went just into the wall, and there's a safety car. Jompalainen pits, and it's not raining anymore, so everyone will go mediums now, I guess. And Jompalainen does go mediums. He was, of course, the only one who was behind James and took advantage of this. But the other cars have actually overtaken the safety cars, so it's gonna be... Everyone can pit actually without losing any positions. And right now, I think it's gonna be key for us to see if TP can jump Miku in the pits. And I think There's still some spray on truck, but yeah, no brainer. Everybody goes to the pits, and oh, TP gets a
Ooh, he got,
5-second
yeah,
penalty
he got
again.
5-second
Come
penalty.
on, guys. Yeah,
Good
this is
morning to everybody.
Cron Up guy here as well. And yeah, I think it's one of the hardest pit lanes, to be honest. Where I get personally some,
Yeah, a very tricky one because
especially
you
if
come full
someone breaks the
speed, you
leaderboard.
brake. Yeah, you brake on the last meter just because the exit you can cut a little bit on the entry.
So TP rejoins. Okay, yeah, he's behind because he had already a 5-second
Oh,
penalty.
jump
So
line and retire from the race.
what happened to him? Nah, I think he just.
I
Oh,
think he
he's.
retired. No, he didn't retire in the box because I saw him get out of
I
the.
just cannot see his dot on the minimap. So I think this car just disappeared or something. Um. The So 20 laps to go, and TP. Wow, he had the chance to just um, serve this 5-second penalty he had, but he got another one. So it's not really looking good for him if he has again 5 seconds in terms of penalties. And Swaggy is really looking good for the driver of the day as well. He started in P11, I guess. Yeah. And now he's sitting into P3, looking
Do you
good for
think
him.
TP should stay on track or maybe try to get to the box to get out a 10-second penalty?
Nah, he just has 5, but nah.
Oh, I thought he had already 5 and he
Yeah, but
earned
when
another 5.
now that he got the second one,
Oh, okay,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But nah, but it's gonna end up in P9, so nah, it doesn't make
No,
sense.
If he had 10 seconds, maybe it makes sense, but 5 seconds, it's a gap that you can
Yeah, you can
try
get it covered.
try to earn on track if you have a good pace, but 10 seconds, it would be very difficult.
Yeah, even 5 seconds is quite hard here, to be honest, because even if you have a tire advantage, this tire advantage is not so big here.
Yeah, well,
So
of course, I don't have history with this kind of field, so I don't know how the gaps between the drivers can be at the end. I hope we'll see some fireworks at the restart of the safety car.
yeah, there will be some fireworks because usually it is a 99% of the races here is like a big DRS train. So
TP is gonna try to send it into turn 1.
yeah, I think he had some pace on the dries in the first stint, but then he just messed it up, pitting a bit later for the inters. So I think he has potential to win, of course. But the main thing will be, of course, breaking the DRS just after he overtakes Miko, if he can get past him. Yeah, but as soon as he breaks the DRS 1 second gap, basically, if he overtakes Miko and breaks the DRS, then maybe he has a chance. And GeForce Crider, of course, has pitted, and now he doesn't have any penalty anymore. Yeah, that's exactly what TP should have done. But it's really tricky pit lane, that one, especially if someone breaks the meter board. You cannot even see the line, so understandable and relatable. I just got a penalty 1 hour ago for this. So, yeah.
So I'm seeing that it started with everybody started with soft, so it wasn't raining, and then the rain comes. It lasts. It looks like 10 laps, maybe less.
Yeah, but I think actually someone could have put some softs on, gambling a bit, It's gonna be a bit touch and go till the end, but I don't know. If I was Aaron, I would put
I don't know,
softs.
probably since it's a very short track. I don't know.
And the safety car is now
Maybe.
starting in this lap. It is now.
Maybe it's a
kind
bit of
of
a
into this.
gamble. Soft can go to the end.
Softs can last till 17 laps, stuff like this. 16.
Okay, so it's very, very close.
Yeah, it's gonna be touch and go till the end. Let's see now if the restart is gonna go.
I think
Not
he's
a
gonna
Mugello-like
restart at
style.
the end. Doesn't make sense to push now.
Safety car is in the
Just
pits.
give-
Oh, what a bet! No, he's not starting even again. Oh wow, this is a Mugello-like restart.
Yeah.
And Swaggy is on the inside of TP. He wants to make a move. Oh, they touch. Yeah, no, he thinks better of it. Wogboy gets a 3-second penalty, but now TP is really pushing a lot because Miku that didn't really get a good restart. The pack was like really close to him actually on the start-finish line, and TP is looking really good. He has the same amount of ERS as TP. Let's see what he can do. And
Ooh. Crichton on the inside of Crossy who went
oh,
wide.
Zach. Zach is in P7 at the moment. What a move from him. And now he needs to overtake the gaming wafer. But this safety car
Yeah,
actually.
he's gonna try it.
Oh,
He's gonna try it. Ooh.
was on the inside.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like
he's getting quite
Hamilton
aggressive.
against Albon, but he had the cleverness to brake, or he would have touched the Renault.
Yeah, he's really pushing a lot. Look at this.
Yeah, but he got a bad exit here, so I think he's gonna definitely make a move in turn one.
Nah, he doesn't have the ERS.
No,
so
he
he's
doesn't.
lost.
No. I forgot he hadn't had DRS.
Yeah,
My bad.
8 spectators
Ooh.
at the moment. Oh, and yeah, TP is all over Miku. But I think TP is just, I mean, he will use his ERS.
Yeah, he's not using it at all. He knows he has a pace, probably, so he's waiting till the DRS to get that boost, and then he's just gonna try and send it in turn one and basically never look back.
Let's see now Crichton, because maybe he wants to make another move around here. No, he doesn't. He's looking really aggressive anyway.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try it here since there's a bit of traffic. The Renault is gonna brake earlier. Ooh, yeah, but
I
didn't have space.
try to go on board with him. And now DRS is going to be enabled as soon as Miku crosses the finish line.
Yeah, basically GeForce TP and Pure Gold, the two AlphaTauri, have all the DRS deployed. So now that we have DRS, they're gonna be trying to be very aggressive. TP doesn't have a very good exit in turn two.
Yeah, as you can see, it's...
Miku.
Oh, and Gaming Wafer is actually... Oh, Crichton has lost the position to Ace! And now Ace is going on the inside of Gaming Wafer, and he gets P6, I think. Oh, and Crichton and Darren side by side!
Yeah, he has to defend.
Wow, I think...
Yeah.
Yeah, Crichton has no ERS left. I think he did everything to overtake the Gaming Wafer, but then went a bit wide. That's the only logical, I think that should have happened, because Ace...
Turn 1, turn 2 is very tricky in this track, because if you don't do it perfectly, then you're gonna probably lose a position turn 4 because you don't have a very good exit.
Yeah, it's all about momentum. This first sector in Brazil, and TP is really close. He's 3 times away, and now he's gonna open his rear wing, and he gets past Miku. Yes, he does. And in the meantime, Wogboy gets the fastest lap. No, Pure Gold gets the fastest lap. But right now, AlphaTauri P1 for GeForce TP, and now he needs to push. He really needs to push a lot, because Miku doesn't want him to create that gap of 1 second. If Miku sticks with him, then I think his race, I think he's having a really good chance for the win.
Yeah, TP had to use all his DRS to complete the overtake on Miku Dizzi. So he's gonna suffer a little bit because right now, let's see when they go to the main straight, what will happen.
Yeah, and I think they are in the same situation basically. TP and Walkboy with not a lot of ERS, and then Miku and Swaggy behind, which have a lot. So it's gonna be about just management, ERS management towards the end of the race. It's only 15 laps
but
to
Miko's
go.
not using it, so I think he realized probably he's too far to try and move, so he didn't want to spend his little treasure that it's ERS, since it's not a very easy track to earn back your ERS that you spend, since there's not many high braking points.
Yeah, I think Miko's just sitting there. I mean, he knows TP has a penalty, so I think he's not taking any risks, just staying there. And the most important thing is that Walkboy has penalties as well. So Miko is actually sandwiched by two G-Force guys who actually are right now behind him in the standings. So let's see. I think he's gonna
And
just
Swaggy's
sit tight.
there. Swaggy's there.
Yeah, yeah.
He's there with
Swaggy's
them.
there. And in the meantime, there's our champion, which is struggling to get to P7. He's gonna fight with Gaming Wafer, I guess.
Oh,
and
so the standings, it's all done.
Yeah,
You already have a world champion.
Zach has won. Yeah.
Okay. What about the constructor? Ooh, and Swaggy passes Feeble Boy, who had a horrible exit of turn 2. Now,
yeah, Swaggy is really looking good. I mean, he will get the driver today.
He doesn't have penalties, so Miku should really worry about him.
Yeah, they're fighting for position. So I think right now what is going on is that TP doesn't want to push a lot because he wants the other drivers to be close to each other, getting some mistakes, maybe some corner cuttings and stuff, and because I don't think he's gonna break the DRS. He's really close to it. Oh, and Miku makes a mistake.
He gained a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, Miku made a mistake, and now
he got himself out of the DRS zone, so that's a big advantage for him.
And now Miku
Swaggy and Miku are gonna fight. Ooh, Miku made a mistake here.
Yeah, and Swaggy's all over him.
Yeah,
let's follow it on board with Walkboy, and Swaggy gets past him quite easily.
Easy.
And right now, I think now Miku will have a go. Now, I don't know if he wants to have a go. Because he needs to fight for position. Now. And of course he doesn't want to get involved in a battle with Walkboy. Pure Gold is still there in P5, so let's see, because Pure Gold is just 2 seconds away from the leader. So basically TP right now is gonna sit into P6 for the gaps that are we're seeing at the moment. Of course the gaps are gonna get a bit, bigger, but still, that's a kind of sign you can see of how hard TP needs to race and how hard he needs to push to get this win. And now Swaggy is all over him again, so yeah, Swaggy is really looking good. I mean, he didn't even set a lap time.
Boy is gonna overtake Miku. Oh, Miku to the box. Miku to box.
I think.
Does
he have some damage or something?
Yeah. But I actually didn't see where. The only one would it be if he touched the wall in turn 1, but
no wing change.
Very strange. Okay.
Maybe he feels he doesn't have grip, and Crichton as well, as pitted for some soft, wants to make the fastest lap. He always wants to make a mark. I think that's mentality, and at the moment, still the group here with A's in P5, and now TP is actually in P4. So gaps are getting wider and wider. I don't think. Oh, and TP loses it. Wow, he had a moment, and now Swaggy's all over him. TP had a moment at the in turn 12. So now I think Swaggy is gonna push for it. And if not, he wants TP to end the ZRS saving. But let's see, because yes, his DRS closed. Okay, so yeah, Swaggy is doing what Miku was doing before, basically. I mean, he just wants to overtake him in a safe manner and not screwing his race up. Because he has Walkboy behind, which has 3 seconds, I guess. Let's just see the penalties. Yeah, TP has 11 seconds. Wow. Okay, and right now I think Swaggy.
Yeah,
okay,
so
now I understand why Swaggy is
out.
now overtaking me. Actually, yeah. And Walkboy is 3 seconds.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's like Pure Gold. He's like that guy, you know, in Rocket League who stays in the back just waiting for the ball to get close to the line just to push it. He's there. He wants to see some action in front so he can pass right by.
And he actually lost some time in the beginning of the race because it started raining from the beginning and he started on mediums while the field, all the other guys were starting on softs. So basically, maybe if he was putting softs towards in the beginning of the race, maybe he could have been even further. But it's looking really good for him. 1.5 seconds from the lead. He has DRS, he has ERS enough. Yeah, sitting tight, looking good. And
I mean, basically his teammate is out, has no chance of winning the race. So maybe he can slow it a little bit down, Swaggy, Boy, so
yeah,
can pass.
I think if they play it good, I think he wants to slow Swaggy and Walkboy a bit, just to. Oh, and Walkboy in fact is all over Swaggy in this sector. Maybe he has some more wings than him. It's looking really good in the corners. Locks up Swaggy at the moment.
Yeah, there was a moment where Swaggy was like taking the lead of the race. It seemed like he had a very good pace, and right now he's a little bit struggling.
Nah, it's just managing, I guess. I mean, the guy in front has 11 seconds worth of penalties, so it's not worth it to push. He will have always DRS, so he can defend from Walkboy. I think he's in the best position at the moment.
Yeah, but don't you think it's like risky when there are 4 cars all close to each other? Okay, you're managing, but you can maybe take a risk of some contacts and some.
Nah, these guys can handle those situations really well. Trust me.
That's why.
In the end, it's the top tier of
very low level
of the community. So yeah, it's the top level of the community in the end. So yeah, we expect them to.
So the worst guy in this tier is world champion in every other tier.
Oh yeah, I think
probably.
So. Yeah. And yeah, Walkboy wants to overtake Swaggy, but he just can't because Swaggy has DRS. So Walkboy is actually looking quite good because he's in he's in an actual P3 at the moment because he's gonna get jumped by Pure Gold, but he will jump TP, so it's a net P3 for him. Swaggy gets a 3-second penalty now. Uh-oh. And now they're fighting for the win.
And now Pure Gold.
Now Pure Gold is in
the driver's seat.
Yeah. Yeah. Pure Gold is looking really, really good. I think he's not even pushing. He's like, okay, I'm just staying there and see what I can do.
Yeah, he just wants to stay there.
Yeah, it doesn't need to waste this chance because he has a really
I mean, basically they did the last 10 laps a train like this, so why can't it happen for the next 7? So he's just waiting.
And in the meantime, there's Crichton on the outside of Aaron. Will move and he gets P9. He went on the outside on the main straight, and he's pushing a lot. I think he's just trying to make the fastest lap or something. Of course, he doesn't care about points at the moment. Aaron gets a 3-second penalty as well, and I think if there's no safety car, I think the race is quite decided, to be honest. Apart from Swaggy and Walkboy are actually fighting for position. But now Swaggy got the 3-second penalty, of course, wants to get rid of TP, because Walkboy will be all over
Yeah,
him
he
towards
has
the
to.
end. So yeah, because if Swaggy gets past him, then he has a shot in the last 6 laps to create a gap on Walkboy. Um, but you know, those guys are someone. Okay. And Crichton gets the fastest lap, he does. I was about to say that, and he gets a 1:8.1. Let's remember the fastest lap today in Tier 2 was 1:8.7. So, yeah, GG for Zach, and Aaron gets past him.
6 tenths.
I think Zach just saws the toe of Aaron for the fast lap, and then he gets past.
I think
back.
Zach fastest lap in race is like better than many pole positions in like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 like of the European League.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can only manage a 7.5 in quality, so yeah. And yeah, he has. Oh, they're fighting a lot, Zach and Aaron. They're having a lot of fun, I guess. But let's follow the leaders because it's fair. It's not fair for them.
It's kind of boring situation, but I don't think Swaggy has the pace to do.
Nah.
That's why I was saying before. I would probably try just to overtake TP, even if it has penalties. But since if I know I am one warning ahead of getting the 3-second penalty, I don't want to risk that staying here in the back. Then I get stuck like he is right now. So I would go for the move and try maybe to build a little gap. But
yeah, and Zweggy is saving some ERS, and I think he has a little bit more of ERS compared to TP, and now he gets a good run actually, but I think it's too far away. Yes, he is. Oh, the helicopter camera here. That's nice. TP is using a lot of overtake in the exit of the corners, but actually Zweggy cannot save enough. Oh, he goes wide, Swaggy. He gets a warning for sure. He got a warning for that, unless he just slowed down on the curb.
oh, Alex, I wanted to ask you a question since I don't have very much experience in this. When you're spectating, can you see if the guy is using like a rich or he's saving fuel?
No,
How can you see it from the? You
no,
can't see it, right?
you can only see if they're using
How much?
ERS, and you can see if they have negative fuel, basically. You have a sign.
Yeah. You can see how much fuel they have, but you can't see what kind of
Yeah.
you're using. Okay.
Yeah, from the telemetry you can just see. Yeah, and Crichton at the moment.
Yeah, because I was looking for it, but I didn't see it, so.
Nobody's having fuel issues, by the way. I guess. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, Walkboy go wide. I think he got a warning as well. Yeah, but lap data maybe should be disabled because it's not qualifying. Okay, nice. Now it looks better. Oh, Walkboy!
No, Fig Boy is very, very close to Swaggy.
Yeah,
He almost
Walkboy is
touched
really
his back.
close. Yeah, he locked up. He locked up to avoid
Yeah,
contact.
he had to lock.
Let's see if he wants to move. I mean, now TP is 9 tenths away from Swaggy. It's about thousands of a second. Walkboy doesn't have that much VRS, so yeah, it's gonna be quite impossible for him.
Yeah,
If
TP is P1, but he's gonna probably finish
P6
P.
or
I don't know,
P5, yeah, it's close
P5
with.
probably. Yeah, I think P5 because it's close with Crossy, since they have 3-second penalty, so the gap is 8 seconds. No, he's gonna finish P5, I think.
Yeah, he's actually fighting with Ace. He needs to cover Ace by 2.2 seconds, and then he will get P4. Yeah. Let's see what he can
And
do.
Pure Gold just got to resist 2 laps, and he's gonna win this race.
Yeah, it's looking good. He's
Not
watching.
spending 1 second in P1.
Yeah, that's exactly how I made my 2 wins in Race Spec. Exactly, never been first. And
He never been neither second or third, probably.
no, he started in P10, so
Yeah. Imagine winning a race without never getting podium position all the
ask
race.
Fedel in 2010 after never being a leader in the championship.
Well, but at least he won races.
Ah, yeah.
And he was never leader, but he was always very close. He never had a big gap. Not that I remember.
2 laps to go. No. 2 laps to go, and yeah, 1.8 seconds now needs TP needs to cover Ace, but I don't think he's gonna make it unless Ace makes a mistake, of course. But right now
I heard some pain in your voice when you talked about Fed in 2010. Maybe you're a Ferrari fan? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
yeah, everybody knows. And oh, they go so wide into Junsao, the entry. And right now TP is about to cross the start finish line for the penultimate time. He is 7 times away from Swaggy. Wogboy is trying to put a lot of pressure on Swaggy, but Swaggy doesn't seem like.
Ooh! Zach in the inside of Aaron. Ooh, he was losing it. They're having really fun.
Yeah, they're having fun, and let's follow Zach while TP goes through the first and second sector, and then we'll go with him to the start-finish line for the end of the race. Zach is now in P10. He has fuel issues. No, he doesn't. He's just saving some. And now
Yeah, he's borderline.
wants to make the last move around here. They are actually Zach is actually closer to TP than he is to Miku. Oh, he's sitting in P8 right now. Wow. Ah, yeah, he pitted. Yeah, I forgot. And Zach wants to make a move. Oh, he smashes the brakes. Oh, they touch. Oh, his lights.
They touch, yeah.
I
knew they were gonna touch. I knew they were gonna touch.
Yeah, he smashed the brakes.
It's just an ego. It's just an ego fight right now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
nothing to lose. Oh, wow. And let's go with
Pure
Pure Gold. Oh, wins the race. I'm sorry, mate. And Pure Gold does win the race. And in P2 for Swaggy, P3 for Wogboy, and Ace gets P4. Yeah, TP, what a shame for him. P5. He has always been first, basically, apart from the middle stint with Inters. And he actually got a puncture. Yeah, he got a puncture, so basically they were on the limit of the tires, because TP actually, yeah, he has a flat tire, as you can see. And Swaggy in P2 and Wogboy in P3 completes the podium.
Yeah, his front left is not looking very good.
But they're just cruising around towards the pit lane, sector 3.
Yeah,
what happened? Yeah, Aaron just
Zach and Aaron. We're just
messing.
Aaron wants to wait. Okay, then he crosses the finish line.
I'm not happy though, because usually Zach crosses the line drifting when he doesn't. I don't know. This time he didn't drift, and David Tonitza, sorry, Swaggy, gets the win. Yeah, he has a Tonitza face for his profile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you can see,
I wasn't
from the
getting
podium. Yeah, I was thinking about was Alex Jakes. And yeah, P1 for Pure Gold, fully deserved. I mean, more for this win was gained more for like penalties, but I don't know. You just need to stay there, and he did. He did his job. P1, 25 points. GG to him and GG to Swaggy, which made a hell of a race, ending P2, starting P11. So GG to him. Let's pick up a bit with Alpha Tauri getting P1 with pure gold, Swaggy on McLaren P2, just 2 seconds away. Even if Swaggy and Walkboy were actually in front on track compared to pure gold. NER Ace gets P4, P5 for the for TP who won the race on track. Then Crossy and then Gaming Wafer, Miku, GeForce Crichton P9, just having some fun with this fella GeForce Iron in P10, and 2 retirements here, Jompalainen and Jamie James on P12. There's a guy which is commentating on the stream, which is a kind of he's an Italian guy.
Yeah,
I don't know
he
who
wrote
he
me in
is.
private right now just to tell me that.
I think I'm gonna ask some drivers if they wanna have some interviews.
Lap, giving 8/10 of a second to the other fast lap before, or the fastest lap before him. It was Aaron. Oh.
But anyway, I think
Yeah, just to show who is the alpha dog.
yeah, yeah, that was the aim of that fight.
Yeah, it was a bold statement just to see, guys, I can go a second faster than all of you if I want.
And let's go through the showroom and let's see if someone wants to join the party. If not, we'll wrap this up. Who was on the podium apart from?
It was Pure Gold, and then it was Swaggy, and then Fog Boy.
Okay, Walkboy.
Walkboy.
Walkboy doesn't wanna get an interview, so let's ask TP, Swaggy, and the race winner.
I mean, you can ask the race winner and the world champion if he had never had an interview before.
Yeah, I think he has had many.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
No, I was saying if he didn't have an interview since he became world champion.
Yeah, I will ask him as well. Yeah, because I'm curious. Okay. But anyway, I think this wraps it up, I guess. Yes, it does. And so, penultimate race of the season is gone, and now it's just last race in Abu Dhabi. As always, next Sunday for the Elite Series. Tier 2 starts at 9 a.m. Central European Time. So basically, I think it should be 7 p.m. Australian time. And then Tier 1, as always, at 10:30 a.m. Central European time. So we'll see you next time, guys. Hoping SidePod, the official commentator for this tier, will be here next week. And we'll see you around, guys. Have a good night if you live in Australia, and have a good day if you live in Europe.